There are moments in WWE history when time seems to stand still. Moments when the past, present, and future collide in a crucible of legacy, honor, and power. And tonight, the Bloodline, the faction built on Samoan pride, dominance, and family, finds itself at such a moment. A crossroads where everything it once stood for is being challenged like never before. For years, Roman Reigns has been the undisputed tribal chief, leading the Bloodline with an iron will, unbreakable loyalty, and relentless dominance. But even the strongest empires have their cracks. And lately, those cracks have grown into chasms. The family once united under Roman's command now wrestles with questions of loyalty, betrayal, and ambition. Solo Sikoa, the silent enforcer, the man whose very presence was a guarantee of punishment for those who dared cross the Bloodline, has transformed into something else. No longer content to remain the loyal cousin in the shadows, Solo has stepped forward as a wild card. Feared, unpredictable, and hungry for his own place at the top. Then there's Jeff Cobb. A powerhouse from New Japan Pro Wrestling, Cobb's raw strength and ferocity earned him a place in the Bloodline. But unlike others, his loyalty was never truly proven in the fire of conflict, until now. And Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf, known for his ferocious spirit and ruthless fighting style, became the victim of a calculated, brutal ambush that shocked everyone. This wasn't just an attack. It was a message. A declaration of war from within. But what the attackers didn't realize was that the true tribal chief, the head of the table, was never truly gone. Roman Reigns had been watching. Waiting. Preparing to return and reclaim his throne. To remind everyone exactly why he is the alpha of the Bloodline. The backstage hallways are filled with nervous energy. The usual hustle and bustle give way to a sudden silence. And then, the heavy, unmistakable sound of boots pounding the floor. It's the big dog. Roman Reigns. And he's not alone. Walking beside him, a figure that embodies the essence of Samoan heritage and legacy, Rikishi. The man who paved the way for this dynasty, the father figure who carries decades of wrestling history and pride. Together, they move like a storm, quiet but devastating. Every superstar in the locker room senses the shift. Conversations stop. Whispers fade. Eyes lock on Roman with a mix of awe and apprehension. Roman's expression is stone cold. His jaw clenched. His eyes burn with a fire that says this isn't just a visit. This is a reckoning. Roman's silence is deafening. His reputation alone speaks volumes, no need for words to declare his intent. But tonight, that silence carries layers of emotion, rage for the betrayal he's witnessed, disappointment in those he once called family, hurt for the ties broken, and above all, an unyielding resolve to restore order. The confrontation begins. Across from Roman stands Solo Sikoa. The same man who once wore the Bloodline emblem with pride, now stands defiant. No longer the loyal cousin, but a challenger, shoulders squared, eyes steady, flanked by Jeff Cobb, who carries the weight of a newcomer ready to prove himself. Jacob Fatu's absence is palpable, the scars of the recent ambush still raw. A reminder of how fragile the family's unity has become. Roman steps forward, every move measured and purposeful. He looks Solo in the eye, the tension between them palpable. Roman's voice cuts through the silence, deep, firm, and heavy with meaning. Why, Solo? Why betray your family? Why bring this chaos upon the Bloodline? Solo's response. Solo's gaze is steely, but there's something new, a hunger that wasn't there before. Because family isn't just about blood or tradition. It's about strength. Power. Respect. And you, Roman, you've lost that. Jeff Cobb remains silent but imposing behind Solo, a dark presence ready to back up his ally. This isn't just a family dispute. This is a battle for the soul of the Bloodline. A war over who controls the legacy, the power, and the future. Jacob Fatu's vicious attack wasn't just violence, it was a message. The bloodline is no longer untouchable. Its foundations are cracking. Flashback montage. Flashback to some of the bloodline's greatest moments: Roman's championship reigns, tribal rituals, moments of brotherhood. Then the slow descent, Solo's growing independence, Jeff Cobb's quiet menace, Jacob Fatu's fall. Roman Reigns is more than a champion. He is a symbol of Samoan pride and wrestling dominance. From his early days as part of the Shield to his transformation into the tribal chief, Roman has rewritten the rules. His reign has been marked by unparalleled success and ruthless leadership. But with great power comes great pressure, and isolation. The last few months have shown cracks in Roman's empire. His leadership challenged not just by rivals outside the family, but by those within. Deep dive: Solo Sikoa, the enforcer turned challenger. Solo Sikoa began as the enforcer, the muscle, the silent guardian of the bloodline's interests. But beneath the surface, ambitions grew. His recent actions have shocked fans and insiders alike, questioning whether Solo wants to step out of Roman's shadow or replace him. Deep dive: Jeff Cobb, the new blood. Jeff Cobb's arrival was met with excitement. A star from NJPW, known for his raw power and unrelenting style, Cobb was welcomed as an ally. But trust is earned, not given. The ambush on Jacob Fatu and Cobb's alignment with Solo signal that his loyalty is a crucial question mark. Deep dive: Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf. Jacob Fatu represents the wild, untamed side of Samoan wrestling heritage. His attack was a shock that sent ripples through the locker room. But Fatu is a warrior, expect him to fight back with everything he has. The fallout and fan reactions. Social media exploded as fans reacted to the backstage confrontation. Supporters of Roman condemn the betrayal. Others rally behind Solo and Cobb's defiance. Rumors swirl about the future of the bloodline: will it stay united, or will it break apart completely? Speculation and predictions. Will Roman reclaim his throne as undisputed tribal chief? Or is this the beginning of a new era led by Solo and Cobb? How will Jacob Fatu retaliate? Will Rikishi's presence signal a return to tradition or a call for family unity? One thing is certain: this saga is far from over. Roman Reigns stands face to face with Solo Sikoa, the silence between them loaded with unspoken history and raw emotion. The distant echoes of footsteps fade as other superstars avert their eyes, sensing the gravity of the moment. Roman, cold, measured. You think you can take what I built? What my family built? This isn't just about power, Solo. It's about respect. It's about legacy. Solo, defiant. Respect is earned, not given, Roman. And you've been taking this family for granted. You've been so focused on being the head of the table that you forgot what family really means. Roman's jaw tightens. Solo's words cut deeper than anyone expected. For years, Roman has ruled the bloodline with an iron fist, but his leadership hasn't been without controversy. Accusations of favoritism, control, and even fear have shadowed his reign. Now, Solo challenges not just the leadership but Roman's very ideals. Solo, looking determined. I'm not here to take Roman down because I want his spot. I'm here because the bloodline deserves better. We're stronger than this division, stronger than this drama. It's time to evolve. Jeff Cobb and Solo attacking Jacob Fatu backstage. The brutal ambush on Jacob Fatu was a turning point, an act so personal it shattered trust. The attack was swift, savage, and left Fatu incapacitated. Jacob Fatu, known as the Samoan werewolf for his ferocity in the ring, was blindsided by the betrayal. But the question on everyone's lips: why? What sparked such vicious treachery from within? Backstage hallway, Rikishi approaches Roman. Rikishi places a heavy hand on Roman's shoulder. His face a mixture of pride and concern. Rikishi, calm but firm. Roman, blood is thicker than water, but even the strongest family can fall if the bond is broken. It's time to remind them what the bloodline truly means. Roman nods, his eyes burning with renewed purpose. Rikishi's presence is a powerful symbol, his legacy a reminder of the bloodline's roots, the honor and tradition that shaped the Samoan wrestling dynasty. The arena explodes as Roman takes the microphone, his theme echoing through the rafters. Roman, authoritative. The bloodline isn't just a faction. It's a family. And when family is attacked from within, the head of the table rises to protect it. Solo, Jeff, you made your move. Now, it's my turn. Roman's words are a challenge and a promise, a declaration that the war within the bloodline will play out in the ring, with pride, pain, and power on full display. The WWE universe is divided. Some fans see Solo and Jeff Cobb as fresh blood, symbols of change and evolution for the bloodline. Others remain loyal to Roman, believing his reign as tribal chief is sacred and unassailable. Social media buzzes with theories. Will this internal conflict lead to a complete breakup? Will new alliances form? Could this storyline redefine the future of WWE's main event scene? Jacob Fatu's comeback promo. Back in action, Jacob Fatu steps to the mic, eyes blazing. Jacob Fatu, vicious. You think this attack broke me? You thought wrong. The Samoan werewolf is coming back stronger, and I'm coming for those who dared to strike me down. Jacob's promise adds another layer of tension. His return threatens to tip the scales in this brutal family war. WWE analysts discuss the storyline. Analyst 1. This isn't just wrestling storytelling, it's a saga about family, betrayal, and power. The bloodline storyline is reaching epic levels. Analyst 2. Roman's leadership has been challenged before, but this feels more personal. The involvement of Solo and Jeff Cobb changes the game. The next SmackDown promises high-stakes matches, Roman Reigns vs Solo Sikoa, Jeff Cobb vs Jacob Fatu, and possibly a fatal four-way that could decide who truly rules the bloodline. As the sun sets on one chapter of the bloodline, a new war dawns. Will Roman Reigns reaffirm his place as the undisputed tribal chief? Or will Solo and Jeff Cobb carve a new legacy? Will Jacob Fatu's vengeance ignite a fire that consumes them all? One thing is clear, this is more than wrestling, it's a battle for the soul of a family and the future of WWE. Stay tuned to Wrestling News CC for the latest updates, exclusive insights, and in-depth analysis. The Bloodline saga is far from over. If you thought tonight's story was wild, trust me, what happens next will blow your mind. So don't stop now. Click on the video right here on your screen to continue the chaos, the drama, and the inside scoop only we deliver. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and join the Wrestling News CC family, where the real stories of WWE come to life. See you in the next one.